Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The mayor urges partnership in facing the perils of the rise in local crime. And a man convicted of sexual assault hires a new attorney. Also, Department of Correction parolees face their day of freedom. Also tonight, the 49th U.S. Coral Reef Task Force meets to save our islands. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hey CNMI, it's David Hood, and I'm here to tell you the former Hyatt will reopen November 25th. Welcome to the new Loyalty Club.
Giovanni's, the coffee shop, Miyako's, and even the former Regency Club. Come spend the night with us. You should see the pool. It looks amazing. Look us up on Instagram or Facebook. Can't wait to see you here.
I just want to take a moment to personally thank everyone in the CNMI for the unwavered support in the reopening of the former Hyatt. Thank you so much.
When you first tasted our spicy chicken McNuggets, lightly breaded in tempura and made with aged cayenne, maybe that cayenne blend made you cry a little. Well, now you can happy cry on your way to McDonald's, because they're back. The spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
On Saipan, there are urgent issues for its residents: the economy, job scarcity, the struggling tourism industry. But for many, drug abuse and the crimes associated with it are the pressing problems of the day. In court news, jury summons have begun for a sexual abuse case involving minors. 46-year-old Bernardo Ray Rego is charged with 3 counts of sexual abuse of a minor in the second degree. Police say on 3 separate occasions between February 1, 2019 and March 31, 2020, Rego intentionally engaged in sexual contact with a minor. Sexual abuse of a minor in the second degree is punishable with a sentence of no less than 5 years and a maximum of 15 years in prison. Jury summons for this began yesterday. Jury trial is set for December 16. And in more court news, William Abrazinskas back in court today with his new attorney. In September of this year, Abrazinskas, an attorney, was convicted of sexual assault of a co-worker, a judicial employee, during the first week of his tenure on the island. The victim, along with witnesses including Judge Kenneth Govendo, testified at the trial. Abrazinskas chose not to testify or call up any witnesses. After his conviction, he dismissed his court-appointed attorneys and hired new representation to handle his appeal and his sentencing portions of the trial. Abrazinskas, via remote video conference from the Department of Corrections and with his new attorney, Richard Miller, requested a motion for acquittal which was taken under advisement by Judge Elise Iriarte of Guam. A January 6 hearing will adjudicate that request. A hearing for bail modification is set for November 22nd. Public concerns about rising crime have led many to question what we as a community can do to help the situation before it spirals out of control. Saipan Mayor Ramon Camacho this week called a summit meeting with the Attorney General and the Department of Public Safety to discuss public concerns about rising crime and what can be done about it.
I drove around in Precinct 2, Jalan Kanoa, and I came across with a lot of law-abiding citizens, and it reached to the point that they're thinking violence now because of the too many crimes within Jalan Kanoa. So I took it seriously, and we called this meeting to discuss this with the Commissioner and the Attorney General. What can we do about these issues of the high crime in the village? So that's the meeting all about, and I'm gearing up. We're prepping now the signboard to mobilize within the village. See something, say something, and the other side is to promote safe communities, safe village, and a clean island.
The mayor expresses concern for the student population of the island.
That my concern as a mayor for this municipality is, what do we have after school? Of course, the PSS is only within the fence, but the question is outside the fence, which is out after the school.
The mayor says he is a big proponent of sports as a means for promoting civic involvement and personal advancement for young people.
Join me on this program. This is so important in our community, so we can also suppress this criminal activity within our community for a better future of our young generation. Thank you.
A warrant was issued and an arrest was made. A 27-year-old repeat offender was detained. Again. On Tuesday, August 6, an officer was called and flagged down by a woman holding a baby. The police say the panicked woman claimed that the defendant, Carl Aldan, was on, crystallized drugs, and after she looked at his cell phone, he threatened her with a machete. This is not Aldan's first arrest. Previous charges include domestic violence and robbery. Aldan is charged with disturbing the peace and assault with a deadly weapon. Crime is a major issue in the CNMI today. Every week, new crimes are committed in our community. New court proceedings are held. Some who commit crimes are adjudicated and incarcerated in due time for their penance to society. At the first public hearing of the DOC Commissioner in his new position overseeing prisoner parole and rehabilitation, and along with the existing parole board, 8 parolees on their day of release meet with the media to welcome their reintegration into the community.
You guys are going to be reintegrating back into the community. However, and I want you to know that I'm implementing a robust plan and a system for checks and balances so that if you guys make that wrong choice while you're out there, you're coming back fast, okay? Let it be known that, hey, if you need help, reach out to your parole officer, reach out to your providers, reach out to the people who you know will help you in lending a helping hand. Don't keep falling down and going that wrong path, because once you get caught, you get hemmed up, you're gonna come back, right? It's gonna be fast, okay? It's gonna be fast, and you'll be in prison right away.
During their supervised release, the parolees need to have regular meetings with the parole officers, submit to drug and alcohol testing, and keep out of trouble. Chairman of Parole Board, Chris Leon Guerrero.
This is a one-time opportunity for any parolees that are granted parole. Most of the time, there's no second chance. And of course, we all know that there's a difference between that side and this side. The boys' role is, number one, the safety of the community. And number two, rehabilitating parolees back to the community.
So this is an opportunity for you to turn it around, okay? And I want you to know that you guys can do it. I believe in second chances, but you are in control. You're in control of making this happen and being successful. Okay, gentlemen? All right.
The new parole procedures demand that the DOC commissioner, through a series of qualifying factors, time served, good behavior, classes attended, trades learned, make qualifying suggestions to the parole board for their approval. This session, 14 inmates applied for parole, 9 were vetted by the commissioner, and 8 were approved for supervised release by the Board of Parole.
You know, this is a new beginning. This is a new chapter. The past is gone. Moving forward, my duty and my responsibility to the people of the CNMI is to restore the confidence in the parole system. Now, we have the parole board, we have the division of parole, or parole operations. And we're going to work together to provide, to give these individuals second chances, and then also to ensure the safety and security of our community. Right? That's the number one priority again.
Coming up, our Jason meets arriving Coral Reef Task Force attendees, and the U.S. Coral Reef Task Force convenes for a major international event. Stay with us, CNMI. You want to see this.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
We can't wait to welcome you back. Beginning October 16th, the doors of Miyako will reopen. Alongside the tranquil ocean and vibrant gardens inside the former Hyatt, Miyako will offer 2 weekday seatings for a special Japanese lunch buffet. Make your reservations Monday through Friday by calling 670-488-1000 and indulge in authentic dishes, including fresh, never frozen salmon and tuna. Make new memories at an old favorite. Make it special. Make it Miyako.
Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
In preparation for the coming International Coral Summit occurring this week on Saipan, we meet several participants as they reef with Jason upon their touchdown on Saipan.
My name is Jordan Panuel.
Jordan describes himself as an activist from Guam.
I came here for work actually. I work for a climate justice group called Micronesia Climate Change Alliance, and every now and then we get together. Some of our team members are based here, so we get together to do important work, plan out, collaborate. In my organization, we really believe that a lot of the solutions that we seek are not really outside of us, whether it's like somewhere else on another land. We really believe a lot of the wisdom and knowledge that we need is within our culture, and when we focus on that, we can actually move in a really good way into the future that we want.
And also attending the summit,
my name is Kyle Mandapat. Yes, sir. We're here from the University of Guam Center for Island Sustainability and Sea Grant, and we're here for the Coral Reef Task Force meeting. The University of Guam Center for Island Sustainability and Sea Grant addresses several issues throughout the coastal regions, including healthy coastal ecosystems and workforce development. So we're here today and through the rest of this week to learn more about some of the efforts going on through the rest of the world and through the region in the conservation of coral and our reefs, so that we can bring that back home to Guam and share it with our students and our entire community.
And is this your guys' first time on Saipan?
This is not my first time. I love Saipan. I'm gonna keep on coming back, boy. All the time. I already got my orders. My family's like, you're going back to Saipan? I want this. So I'll be hitting it up and supporting the local economy.
the 49th U.S. Coral Reef Task Force meets this week at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Garapan. A series of conferences are held with representatives from environmental and scientific agencies ranging from Washington, D.C., Florida, Hawaii, Pohnpei, Federated States of Micronesia, Samoa, Guam, the CNMI, and others. The blowing of the conch shell signals the final day of the event, when all participants meet for an open forum and continued discussions regarding the planet's coral ecosystems, the threats to its sustainability and survivability, as well as solutions and strategies that we as an international community can adopt and participate in. CNMI Governor Arnold Palacios.
From the Pacific to the Caribbean, coral reefs are crown jewels of our islands. They are a source of food security, climate resilience, and they provide protections for our islands, habitats for hundreds of nearshore species. They are places of recreation and rejuvenation for island residents and visitors alike. They nurture our cultures, our economies, our scientific knowledge, and our spiritual connections. Here in the Marianas, we sit in a typhoon alley. We are vulnerable to the destructive storms and affected by climate change as much as any island jurisdiction.
Due to climate changes resulting in warming seas, coral bleaching events put our reefs in critical danger.
Coral reefs provide the foundation of who we are as islanders. The health and resilience of our community are inseparable from the health and resilience of our reefs.
Lou Leon Guerrero, the governor of Guam, credits our natural coral reefs for food sustenance, recreation, protection, our livelihood, and our economy.
4,000 years ago, our ancestors came from Polynesia, Malaysia, and they entered their boats and they knew the risk that they were going to take, but they navigated for thousands of miles of ocean without any compass, no computers, no technology, just our innate feeling of the waters, the currents of the waters, the temperature of the waters, the winds, the stars, and moons, and guided us to settle in the Marianas.
The governor speaks of how Guam and the Marianas were once a single community, and that even though things may have changed,
as governor of Guam, and I know as your governor, Arnold, that we will work together to cooperate. We will work together to share resources to protect our very important, essential coral reefs.
even with the advent of a changing U.S. political administration that has expressed a desire to cut environmental protections.
But one thing that is certain and remains unchanged is the responsibility each of us has to be good stewards of our homes, our islands, our planet, and each other. Our survival depends on it, and our young people are counting on us. Jesus Masi, Iliso, thank you very much.
Discussions were had, suggestions suggested, plans of action coordinated, but to decide where we are going, we first must understand where we are at the moment. Kelani Rejas has been the Coral Reef Restoration Coordinator for the Division of Coastal Resources Management for 1.5 years.
Climate change really is the biggest one, and it's just so overarching because it means a number of things, which we spoke about up there on the executive order. It means hotter sea surface temperatures, less ability for the corals to build their homes due to ocean acidification. It also means that our storms will really have a much more of an effect on our coral reefs than previously because they are more intense and they're happening more often. So it's kind of an overarching threat multiplier, as they say.
Understanding the nature of the threat is one thing. What can we, as individuals in the CNMI, do to preserve our reefs? Sherry Peterson of the Environmental Protection Agency.
So from the EPA's perspective, I think one of the things that we really want to focus on is improving the water quality and improving any waste, whether it's solid or partly treated waste, going down to the coral reefs, because that could greatly affect nutrient levels, as well as smothering.
Acknowledging the causes of environmental danger is important, but equally so is the development of our youth and the solutions they will discover. The president of the Northern Marianas College, Calvin Guerrero.
Northern Marianas College has several programs that affect coral reef, the livelihood of our coral reefs. We are, of course, leading with the governor the Green Growth Initiative, which is taking a very comprehensive approach to environmental and communal stewardship. We are also pursuing Sea Grant status, and that will give us some additional resources to help monitor and protect our coral reefs. And our natural resource management program is growing, and that includes specific studies into our coral reef here in the CNMI.
Participants from the week-long event have been spotted throughout the island, sharing time on the water and on the land, exploring how we, as an example of a single international community, can join together to find solutions for issues that affect all of us.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, we have a 20% chance of isolated showers, increasing to 40% after the witching hour of midnight. Minimal winds and temperature lows of 78 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, only a 20% chance of showers with low winds and highs of 87 and lows around 77. In other words, a beautiful weekend CNMI can be expected. The sun has set tonight at 5:44 p.m. and will rise tomorrow morning at 6:19 a.m. With minimal chance of rain, I'm expecting to see many of you in the water and near the reef. Please care for her as you care for your own. She is friend to both the water and the land. Well, that is news, sports, and the environment in CNMI. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and Sakura will be back with us on Monday.